I think one day I was on Twitter and I didn't even know Method Man had Twitter. And I saw Method Man, I think was like communicating with Disaster on Twitter. And I was like, oh shit. First of all, I'm like, oh shit, Method Man has Twitter. And then I'm like, oh shit, Method Man knows who Disaster is. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, that's crazy, you know? So I follow Method Man immediately. I'm like, yes, this is good. And next thing I know, a couple minutes later, I get a notification. Meth has followed me back. And now we start tweeting each other. I was like, wait, you know who I am too? What the fuck? You know what I mean? And that kind of just like blew me the fuck away, you know, because it's funny as battle rap gets more popular and you know is on when YouTube really took off and these guys are really getting big and celebrities start coming into the picture. Certain celebrities pick their favorite guys that they fuck with. You know what I mean? Like you got your Nick Cannon, fucks with Khan and Hitman Holla. I'm sure he's probably seen me before, but he's probably just not a big fan, or I'm not his favorite one that he wants on my fucking show, right? Some people Drake likes them. Some people, you know, Lupe Fiasco likes somebody or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just never would have thought out of all the celebrities that could have possibly reached out and fucked with me that it would end up being Method Man.
Method Man.
I'm so just like blown away. It could have been Lupe Fiasco. Oh my God, no.
Yeah. but you know what? I'm glad that you said that because something that I've said on here before, and that I say period, right? When I liken battle rap to things, right? Like I liken it to MMA and more so than anything because I'm like in the UFC context, right? Because like I always look at it like, yo, you can't get out of or it used to be true that you can't get out of a career in the UFC without losing, and you can't get out of battle rap without losing. And it's a one-on-one type of thing where it's not a team sport and nobody can save your ass when you're in there in the middle of that, you know what I mean, circle. So like, and battle rap, like another thing is like seeing it like become what it's become. Like it's become very sports like. That's why I liken it to that because you see Kevin Durant being a fan of DNA. It's like every famous person picks their battle
rapper. Seen a rap battle.
Like everyone's seen a rap battle. Like we're fucking Pokemon cards and shit. Right. Nah, this is my Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like I play with such and such, you know, that's my guy. That's who I hedge my bets on, you know? And now we see Topanga is like a Chilla Jones fan, you know?
Yeah,
like,
Topanga's cool as shit, man. I met her one time as well. But I get, you know, it's just an interesting situation, man. I think from there, you know, we tweeted a couple times. And then there was like a rap battle in LA. You know, we had talked about vaguely like next time you're in Cali, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll meet up or sometime or something, you know what I mean? And turns out he had a show, a pretty big show with Redman and some other people in LA at the same time that a rap battle was going on in LA, a King of the Dot battle. It was, I think, man, I want to say like fucking Thesaurus versus Big K or something like that, like that, or Chiller versus Daylight or something like that, like one of those, like, or it could have been Daylight and Clips, one of those times in LA right there. Well, I mean, fucking Meth is clearly in the audience of the battle, so you guys can figure it out later at home. But that event was the first time I met Meth for the first time, and it was crazy, crowded battle rap event. I'm thinking, you know, you're a celebrity. You probably got some people with you. Got some. Meth just pulled up, literally solo, walked through the battle rap crowd like a fucking knife through butter. Just, whew, you know what I mean?
It helps him. He's like tall as shit.
He's
you know
huge,
what I mean?
man.
Like,
and that's another thing, man.
It's not
most
no
famous
dude,
people.
You know
most
what I mean? Like it's not like he's gonna struggle to get to that crowd.
Most famous people is little, bro.
People, you know what I mean? And his energy is just gonna cause everybody to already be turned around and moving out his way. You know, like it's Meth. Like
for real. Most famous people is mad small. So when you meet a famous person that's actually big, you're like, holy shit, finally, there's actually, so this person's actually a really big person. But I actually met Meth in person there, and he had a concert that night. Like I was saying, he invited me and my whole squad that I had with me, like 5 people I had with me, to this fucking concert. that they had in LA. And that whole night was just a crazy story in itself. But we ended up linking up with them. And, you know, from that point on, pretty much anytime he came to California, we were kicking it. You know what I mean? I went to a rave with him and Redman on fucking Halloween one year. And it was probably the most ridiculous Halloween of my life. And
that sounds like some like
meth is just like the most realest human that like it just gives you hope, man. Because sometimes you meet people that you're fond of, and they're not such cool people. They're not so nice in real life. And when you meet someone like Method Man, honestly, really gives you hope that like, damn, there are some elite people out there that are actually real genuine. You know what I mean? And Method Man is one of those people, man. Make sure just everyone's taken care of. He's just the coolest motherfucker ever. So anyway, fast forward. I'm leaving the gym one day. I'm in my car shaking my fucking protein drink, and my fucking phone rings, and it's essentially speaking to Panga's husband, calling
who is, by the way, the cinnamon toast crunch
guy. Exactly.
Cinnamon toast crunch guy.
He's got the craziest life. He's got the craziest life. That's a whole other podcast. But he calls me, Jensen Karp calls me, and he says, we're doing a battle rap TV show that Method Man is hosting with Justin Bieber's wife, Haley Baldwin. And Method Man specifically asked for you to come on the show to like help write and teach celebrities how to battle rap. And I was like, wow, of course I'll do it. You know, I guess my name got said in the office before Meth was in the picture. Because there was a couple writers that were from the 209 actually, and we go back. And they mentioned me right away, and they had heard of me, but it wasn't like a deal sealer until they asked Method Man, who do you need on the show? And Method Man said, myself, Disaster, Hollow, Blimey, and Carter Deems. And pretty solid lineup, right? Disaster didn't work out. Disaster's disaster. We'll get into
disaster's disaster.
That's a whole other thing. It's a whole other thing. But
shouts to Disaster.
Shouts to Diz, man. One of the GOAT. But yeah, we got to work on a TV show where basically celebrities are rap battling each other over a beatbox, and I got to meet just some of the most. Just being on a TV set, I got to be in like 4 of the world's biggest movie studio sets in the whole world. You know what I mean? Like fucking crazy shit. Like really got to see.
So that's like Hollywood. A real, like you got to finally be on like a real set. Like this is a set.
It's like Sony, you know what I mean? There's like Venom posters in the background, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this is where they filmed Roseanne and fucking Mary Tyler Moore show and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got to meet, man, probably my fondest memory of the show was when I got to work one-on-one with Taye Diggs. It was just ridiculous. It was just like, it was a surreal experience teaching Taye Diggs to rap.
Word.
And he wasn't bad already by himself, mind you, because you know he's been in situations like that where he's had to rap. But we really refined his battle rap style, and he went out there and killed it. And all the producers loved it because it was a time like Jerry Springer and Ricky Lake were also battling on that episode, so they needed a lot of help with like rapping. So like all hands on deck, Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer, and the producer pulled me aside and was like, you think you can handle Taye Diggs on your own? And I'm just like, can I handle Taye Diggs on my own? Shit, you know? And I just got to kick it with Taye Diggs for like 2 hours, man, teaching him to rap. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. He is such a nice guy. And there are just points, like, think like just moments of us creating the whole aesthetic of his verse. Times where it's like almost like a mini Okwerdz Taye Diggs concert over a beatbox. We're just repeating the lines at the same time together. Like we're just rapping at each other. Like some of those moments that's like some of the coolest shit I've ever done in my life ever. Just such a crazy, surreal moment. Just me and Taye Diggs rapping to each other. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. No, that's dope as fuck. Like ridiculous. That's definitely one of those things where it's just like, that's dope. Ridiculous, like look at my life. Like your life could be way fucking worse. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. Like you could have not had that experience.
No, that experience is ridiculously cool. I don't know why anyone would think it wouldn't be. Like, first of all, what cool validation is it? Like, you get to be, you're such a specialist in your field that you got paid as a consultant to help celebrities do something. I mean, as far as I understand the US of A, that's the highest praise.
Absolutely is.
Man, it felt good. And even at times when, you know, we're watching the taping of the show, I'm in like a VIP balcony, like watching down. There was one time where Topanga and John Mayer were standing right next to me on this balcony, and we're watching this show get taped, right? And the show's over. It would probably be the time when like the credits are rolling or some shit in the show. And Method Man looks up at the balcony, and he takes a second when all the music is off to acknowledge me, not fucking John Mayer or even Topanga. He says, shouts to my boy Okwerdz. He's a battle rap legend. If you want to see how the real battle rap stuff works, go look him up. Oh, and shouts to John Mayer. You know what I mean?
That is dope. That, you know, that's fucking dumb boss. Like.